Go. Right, hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. I just got after Paris, of course, just got back from holiday in France, Disneyland Paris, just enjoying myself, of course, seeing the Disney characters, and really enjoyable experience with my mum. So, Luke Littler, won the Betfred World Match Play for the second time this year. Of course, second time this year, beating Gerwyn Price 18-9. So that means if he wins the World Match Play, which he did, he'll be playing. Good news that he's playing some Pro Tours in Leicester around August. So pretty exciting news if he wins Players Championship events, if he wants to qualify for Minehead. And also, congratulations to Beau Grease, claims her third Women's World Match Play title, beating Fallon Sherrock 6-5 in the final in Blackpool on Sunday. So, watch out for her. She's just, had a good run today in the last 16 today in Germany. So, the story of the tournament so far, Henry Coates creates history with maiden PDC title at PDC 25. So Henry Coates surged to a maiden Pro Tour title after winning Players Championship 25 in Hildesheim on Tuesday, becoming just the fifth player to win a PDC ranking title without a tour card. Coates, who came into the event as a top up Challenge Tour call-up, incredibly raced into glory at Halle 39, downing Damon Heta 8-4 in an incredible final. The 20-year-old struck a 12-dart leg to open the showpiece before Heta responded with a 12-darter on his own, and an incredible 164 finish to show signs of one of the greatest Pro Tour finals in recent memory. The Australian number one struck 7 perfect darts before capping off a 10-darter to level proceedings again, before both players record another fourth leg visit each, including a 130 finish from Heta to keep the game level. A third 10+ finish in 4 legs for Heta to keep the scores locked at 4-all before Coates began Karate to highlight with a 12-dart hot breaker throw to go 2 legs away from the title, but the young Englishman then took out a magnificent 88 checkout on the bullseye to create history in Hildesheim, finishing the match with a remarkable 104.88 average. And he said on his interview saying, "This is probably won't sink in until next week," admitted Coates, who joins Joe Mernon, Christopher Ratajski, Scott Williams, and most recently Wesley Plaisir in October 2024 as a non-tour card holder to win a PDC ranking title. Hopefully this is just a start, but I played so many years, and now the hard work and practice is paying off. Last time I played Damon, it was my second Pro Tour event, just after I've won my first Pro Tour game, and I think it told me a lesson being beating me 6-0. I'm the only Challenge Tour player, and I'll take what I've got. Earlier this year, Coates had reached the semi-final Players Championship 20, where the 20-year-old missed 3 match darts at tops against Ross Smith to sell his spot in the final. Smith capitalised and won the last leg decider before going on to win the title, but Coates admitted that run to the last 4 in June was a crucial learning curve. That run last month gave me confidence to know I've got the game to be here. So elevated Coates, who ranks 12th on the Challenge Tour rankings and 20th on the Development Tour. Winning this now gives me even more confidence, and it's a stepping stone in the right direction. I now won a Pro Tour, so we will see what comes next. To now have this title and hit that ball, I'm overwhelmed. Coates kicked off his campaign against victory over Philip Brinzer before recording consecutive deciding leg wins over Karol Sedlacek and Mervyn King. In the last 16, the youngest step step up his game, averaging over 104 to see off Bradley Brooks 6-4 before blistering beyond Christian Kist 6-0 with 106.09 average to reach a second Players' Championship semi-final of the year. Their Coates, a winner of the Development Tour 2 years ago, defeated Swedish number one Jeffrey de Graaf 7-3 to reach a maiden Pro Tour final where he blew away Heta to claim glory on German soil. The win may prove a huge stepping stone for the young star, moving him into the first reserve spot in this year's Players' Championship events. While he now holds a provisional spot for the World Championships, which is a good position, great position to play in, so without a tour card. Maybe he can probably just like win a tour card next year, via Q School, unless he wins a couple of development tours and then probably get in there, to be fair. So, Players' Championship finals, the Grand Slam of darts later this year. This feels like a life-changing career for Henry Coates. Heta, meanwhile, was denied a first Pro Tour title of the year, despite averaging over 106 in defeat to Coates. Before you get into the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. Support the channel, like and comment, and please support the channel. Right then, the Australian number one won 6 of the last 7 legs to defeat Denny Aldercoulter 6-3 before bagging a route win over Ted Evans to reach the last 32. Heta then averaged just shy of a ton to defeat Richard Veenstra 6-3, followed by a 6-4 triumph over Christopher Tyskie to reach a first Players' Championship quarter-final of 2026. The former World Cup winner then took care of the informed Kevin Doots 6-2 with a stellar 105 average before putting out Nico Sprinter 7-4 to reach a first Pro Tour final since last October, where he fell short to Coates in a stunning contest. Sprinter had reached a second Pro Tour semi-final of the year with wins over Cam Crabtree, Bo Greaves and James Horrell in the quarterfinals, who the German thrashed 6-0. De Graaf also had a strong day, reaching semi-finals, recording 103 and 106 averages against Scott Williams and Michael Van Gerwen, respectively, en route to the last 4. Despite falling at the quarterfinals, Doots produced 4-ton-plus averages in his 4 victories, including 3 averages in excess of 108 against Jenson Walker, the late call-up, Justin Hood, World Championship quarterfinalist, and Cristo Reyes, who's making some inroads again. Christian Kiss, Max Hops and James Horrell rounded out the quarterfinalists, with Horrell averaging a north of 102 in seeing off Dave Chisnell in round 3. Top seed, Wessel Nyman. Wessel Nyman crashed out in round 1 to Dale Pilgrim after losing to Jan van Veen in the last 16, and with Martin Schindler and the World Match Play semi-finalist Dirk van Dijvenbode also suffering defeats at the first hurdle. So the Pro Tour season continues with Players' Championship 26 in Hildesheim on Wednesday, with a race for qualification for the World Grand Prix heating up just round the corner, and the cut-off will be September the 14th, 2026 in September, during September time. So they've got 2 World Series events, and then a block of Pro Tours in Leicester, and then a block of European Tours in August and September. Coverage from 4 boards in Wednesday's event will be streamed on PDC TV and across bookmakers' website worldwide, with German commentary, and also available on Stream 1. So Players' Championship 25 and 26. The players are absent are Gary Anderson, Nathan Aspinall, Stephen Bunting, Johnny Clayton, Rob Cross, Joe Cullen, Luke Humphreys, Ryan Joyce, Luke Littler, of course, the 2-time newly crowned World Match Play champion Luke Littler, Cameron Menzies, who knocked out Luke Humphreys in the World Match Play, Danny Nopper, Josh Rock, Ross Smith, Dimitri Vandenberg, Ian White, Luke Woodhouse, James Wade, Ryan Searle, Daryl Gurney and Gerwin Price. So the non-tour card holders competing, this week are Joe Hunt, Daniel Ayres, Tommy Morris, Christopher Wickendham, Nathan Porter, Jack Tweddle, Harry Ward, Martin Dratz, Henry Coates, of course, a PC25 winner, Daniel Closer, Florian Pries, Leva Frandervelder, Steve Lennon, Scott Waits, Radek Sajansky, Steve Tedevitz, Lewis Pride, Oliver Mitchell, and Gilbert van der Meiden and Jensen Walker. So that's my Players Championship 25 roundup then for the Pro Tours, and the race for the World Grand Prix really hots up. Leave on your comments below. And guys, who is breaking through? Is Henry Coates the star is born, or will players like Jeffrey de Graaf and even Bo Greaves can make gatecrash the World Grand Prix? So all to play for in a few weeks' time. Bye guys, good night everyone.